watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 29th of May. Netanyahu cites India's crazy love for Israel amid global criticism. No case if you exit voluntarily, India's Home Minister tells Bangladeshi illegals. And Pakistan faces criticism over rights violations in Balochistan. And now for all the details. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has described India as a major global power and praised the strong support Israel receives from the country despite what he called efforts to delegitimize the Jewish state elsewhere. Speaking during an event in the Jordan Valley, Netanyahu said India represents an important pillar in Israel's expanding global partnerships. We are expanding our alliances to a larger space, and that larger space is our unique relationship with a huge power called India, he said. Referring to criticism faced by Israel in several parts of the world, Netanyahu remarked that India continued to show an absolutely crazy love for Israel. He also highlighted his personal rapport with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and pointed to growing cooperation between the two countries across multiple sectors. The remarks come at a time when Israel is navigating heightened security and diplomatic challenges in West Asia. India's Prime Minister Modi visited Jerusalem in February 2026, where both leaders announced the elevation of India-Israel ties to a special strategic partnership for peace, innovation, and prosperity. India's Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the ruling BJP government in West Bengal would not file cases against illegal Bangladeshi immigrants if they voluntarily return to Bangladesh and would instead assist in their return. Speaking at an event in Gandhinagar, he accused the previous state government of allowing unchecked infiltration and reiterated the centre's resolve to identify, detain and deport illegal immigrants. Shah said that the new Bengal government under Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari had quickly handed over 121 hectares of land along the border to the Border Security Force, including the strategically important Siliguri corridor.
प्रचंड बात थी कि जो घुसपैठ कर अवैध तरीके से आए हैं वो अपने आप जहां से आए हैं वहां वापिस चले जाए। अगर वो अपने आप चले जाते हैं तो बंगाल सरकार भी उन पर कोई केस नहीं करेगी, जाने के लिए उनकी सहायता भी करेगी।
India's ruling BJP, which governs the border states of Tripura, West Bengal and Assam, has said it would tackle undocumented migration as a priority. Earlier this month, India's Foreign Ministry told reporters that India has asked Bangladesh to verify the nationality of more than 2,860 people suspected of being Bangladeshis and of living illegally in the country. Dhaka has repeatedly said any repatriation must follow formal bilateral procedures and has warned against unilateral push-ins across the border. Moving on. Human rights groups have continued to raise concerns over enforced disappearances and alleged rights violations in Balochistan. Families of missing persons say their struggle for justice and answers still continues. We have a report.
Families of missing persons allegedly forcibly disappeared by Pakistan security forces held protests in Quetta, the capital of Balochistan, on the occasion of Eid. The protesters gathered outside the Quetta Press Club under the banner of Voice for Baloch Missing Persons, carrying photographs of their loved ones, and demanded answers from authorities. Protesters said they continue to live in uncertainty and grief while waiting for information about the missing persons. VBMP claimed the organization has documented 257 new enforced disappearance cases since February.
किस करब और अजियत से गुजर रहे हैं और उनको एहसास हो वो इन चीज़ों का नोटिस ले और जिबरी लापता अफराद को बाजियाब करे, जिन पे इल्ज़ाम है उनको अदालतों में पेश करे, जिबरी लापता बलोचों की मावराए अदालत कत्ल का सिलसिला बंद करे।
Meanwhile, Baloch Yakjedi Committee leader Sami Dean Baloch and Baloch National Movement chairman Nassim Baloch have condemned what they called inflammatory remarks by Balochistan Chief Minister Sarfaraz Bugti against PhD scholars and intellectuals, blaming them for inciting people on social media. They accused the government of trying to silence journalists, writers, activists, and academics, calling the trend unacceptable in a democratic society.
Moving on. Nepal on Friday celebrated the 73rd Everest Day in Kathmandu, honoring record-holding climbers and Sherpa mountaineers while highlighting growing concerns over the impact of climate change on the Himalayas. Hundreds of climbers, Everest summiteers, and members of Nepal's mountaineering community joined an awareness rally through Kathmandu before being facilitated for their contribution to scaling the world's highest peak. The event also recognized the role of Nepal's Sherpa community, which remains central to Himalayan expeditions. Sherpas are responsible for fixing ropes to the summit routes, carrying oxygen and climbing gear, and guiding mountaineers through some sort of the most dangerous sections of Everest. Flagging environmental risks, Nepal's Culture, Tourism and Civilization Minister said rising global temperatures pose a serious threat to Mount Everest and the entire ecosystem. Recent research studies have shown Everest's glaciers are melting at an alarming rate, with major ice loss recorded over the past few decades. Nepal issued 495 climbing permits for Everest this spring season, the highest in recent years.
र म चाहिँ बडो आकर्षित भएर ती किताबहरू पढ्थे। तर सगरमाथा र हाम्रा हिमालहरू जोखिममा छन्। वैश्विक तापमान वृद्धिको कारणले पग्लिरहेका छन्, ग्लेसियरहरू बिस्तारै पग्लदै गएका छन्, त्यहाँका हिमाली आदिवासीहरूको जीवन जोखिममा पर्दै गएको छ। तिनीहरूको मात्रै होइन, समग्र पृथ्वीकै तटीय क्षेत्रका बस्तीहरू डुबानमा पर्दैछन्, खानेपानीका मुहानहरू सुक्दैछन्। हिमाल भनेको विश्वको सबैभन्दा ठूलो खानेपानीको स्रोत पनि हो।
Moving on. A rare albino buffalo in Bangladesh, nicknamed Donald Trump for its distinctive blonde tuft, has been rescued from Eid al-Adha sacrifice after a last-minute government intervention and moved to the Bangladesh National Zoo in Dhaka. The nearly 700-kilogram animal became an internet sensation in the run-up to Eid, drawing large crowds to the farm where it was raised. Vloggers, journalists, and curious visitors gathered in huge numbers to catch a glimpse of the unusual buffalo, which quickly went viral on social media. The buffalo had already been sold for ritual sacrifice as part of Eid al-Adha celebrations, but authorities stepped in at the last moment after public interest surged. Officials later refunded the buyer and arranged for the animal to be relocated to the National Zoo, where it is now being kept in fenced enclosure. Albino buffaloes are considered extremely rare in Bangladesh, especially during the busy Eid cattle trading season. Officials say the animal's unusual appearance made it stand out, though its nickname may have ultimately saved its life.
সেম ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্প তার চেহারার সাথে তার চুলের সাথে ম্যাচিং, তার যে অঙ্গি ভঙ্গি যা আছে সবই সেম, কোনো পরিবর্তন নাই, শুধু পরিবর্তন এটা মহিষ আর সে একটা মানুষ।
And India's weather office on Friday said monsoon rainfall this year is likely to be below average for the first time in 3 years. The monsoon is crucial for India's nearly $4 trillion economy, providing around 70% of the rainfall used to irrigate farms and replenish reservoirs and groundwater. Officials said an El Nino weather pattern is expected to develop soon and may affect rainfall during the June to September monsoon season. During a press briefing, officials said rainfall in June is likely to stay below at under 92% of the long period average. El Nino occurs when sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern Pacific Ocean rise above normal, often causing hotter and drier conditions across parts of Asia. India has previously witnessed weak monsoons during El Nino years, leading to droughts, crop losses, and export restrictions on grains.
Quantitatively, the southwest monsoon season rainfall over the country as a whole is likely to be 90% of the long period average. 90%. Actually, you remember earlier we have told 92. Now it has been reduced to 90. But the category wise, it is also come below normal category. So it is below normal rainfall is most likely over the country as a whole. That's what we are expecting as of now.
जोन 2026 के दौरान उत्तर प्रदेश, हरियाणा, पंजाब, बिहार, ओडिशा, छत्तीसगढ़, गुजरात और आंध्र प्रदेश के कई हिस्सों में तथा महाराष्ट्र, तेलंगाना, हिमाचल प्रदेश और तमिलनाडु के कुछ इक्का दुक्का क्षेत्र में सामान्य से अधिक हीट वेव डेज यानी उष्ण लहर, लू जैसे कंडीशन डेवलप होने का उम्मीद किया जा रहा है.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend.